Welcome to part 2 of the F1 the movie review. In this video, we'll focus on the F1 tires. Some viewers might be confused. The movie shows F1 tires that look completely smooth, with no tread at all. So how can they have so much grip? And why do they change tires so frequently? Surely F1 tires aren't worse than everyday tires. Is this a movie mistake? It's not a mistake. The tires used in racing are called slicks. As we mentioned, a larger contact area means stronger grip. This is especially true for tires. With the same tire size, the less tread a tire has, the stronger its grip will be. If you own a performance car, you can observe the tread patterns on your street tires or semi-slick tires. While these tires offer excellent grip due to their lack of tread, they are not suitable for daily driving. Everyday life is full of extreme weather, such as rain. Without tread, the tires can't displace the water on the road, causing the smooth surface to hydroplane and lose all grip. That's why you would never see an F1 style slick tire on a road car. In addition, F1 racing tires are made from a different material than road tires. The rubber on F1 slick tires softens when it heats up. As the tire softens, it melts and becomes sticky. Besides increasing the contact area, this property greatly increases the coefficient of friction between the tire and the ground, allowing the car to achieve the maximum theoretical grip. While these tires provide extreme grip at high temperatures, their fatal flaw is that if dust or water on the track affects the stickiness, the grip drops dramatically. Also, when the tire hasn't reached its working temperature, the rubber hardens and provides almost no grip. Therefore, full slick tires are completely impractical for daily use. Semi-slick tires, like the Cup 2C, are already at the extreme end of what's available for street cars, and they still carry a high risk of sliding in snowy or wet conditions. To highlight these points, the film includes 2 details and 1 plot point. All cars have their tires wrapped in a special cover before they enter the track, which is only removed once they're on the car. Explanation. This cover is called a tire warmer, and its purpose is to ensure the tires are already at their optimal working temperature from the start. It continuously heats the tires to keep them from dropping too far below their ideal temperature. Before the race, cars drive a lap, but most of them don't drive in a straight line. Instead, they drive in a serpentine-shaped pattern. Explanation. This is colloquially known as warming up the tires, or scrubbing. By driving in a winding pattern, the tires are forced to create friction and heat, ensuring they reach their working temperature during the formation lap. By the time the race starts, they've already achieved their best grip and are ready for a full-on sprint. Plot point. During the formation lap, Pitt pretends to have an issue and can't start his car, forcing the other drivers to wait at the start line until he completes his lap. Explanation. When a slick tire reaches its molten state and then cools down, it undergoes a thermal cycle. A set of tires has a limited number of these cycles. This strategy not only causes the opponent's tires to cool down and lose grip while they wait, but it also uses up their thermal cycles, which permanently degrades tire performance. To a certain extent, this tactic was very successful. The use of tires and race strategy is a major part of F1's appeal. After reading this, you should understand that the grippiest tires constantly use up their rubber to provide better grip. With the immense power of F1 cars, tire wear is very fast. Often, a set of tires can only last for 20 to 30 laps before needing to be replaced. The grip also changes as the tires wear down, adding a lot of variables and excitement to the race. Managing tire wear and planning pit stops becomes a key part of the team's strategy. Those who have seen the movie will know what this means. Currently, the F1 tire supplier is Pirelli. Since 2022, the old 13-inch wheels have been replaced with larger 18-inch wheels to accommodate bigger brake discs. The larger wheels also have thinner sidewalls, which provides stronger lateral support. F1 tires can also be broadly categorized into dry tires and wet tires. Dry tires are the slick tires we've discussed, used specifically for races in dry weather. However, if it rains during a race, wet tires are used. Wet tires are further divided into intermediate and full wet tires, which are designed for different levels of wetness. Unlike slicks, wet tires have the familiar tread patterns we see on road tires. Dry tires also have different compounds, from soft to hard. Currently, F1 uses 5 compounds, from C1 to C5, which are represented by different colors on the tire's sidewall: white, yellow, and red. A softer tire provides more grip, has a lower operating temperature, and heats up faster, but it also wears out much more quickly. A soft tire might only last for about 10 laps before it's completely worn out. Tire rules and regulations. For each race, Pirelli selects 3 different compounds from C1, C5 to be the soft, medium, and hard tires for that specific event. For example, if C1, C2, and C3 are chosen, C3 is the hard tire. But if C3, C4, and C5 are chosen, then C3 becomes the soft tire for that race. A softer tire is better for setting a fast single lap, while a harder tire can reduce the number of pit stops. The specific strategy depends on the driver and the team. Before each race, Pirelli provides each driver with 20 sets of tires. These 20 sets include 4 sets of intermediate tires, plus 3 sets of wet tires, plus 2 sets of hard tires, plus 3 sets of medium tires, plus 8 sets of soft tires, 7 wet tires, plus 13 dry tires. If there's a lot of rain during the race, additional wet tires are provided for drivers to use during practice sessions. Interestingly, the tire rules also directly influence the film's ending. The specific use of tires is strictly regulated. At the beginning of the race, the FIA designates 3 sets of tires, and one of them must be a soft compound. This set of tires cannot be used before qualifying. If a driver makes it to Q3-inch qualifying, they must return this soft set after using it. The remaining 2 sets must be used during the main race. There are 3 free practice sessions, 40 minutes into the first session, and at its end, the team must return 1 set of tires. They must also return 2 sets after each of the second and third practice sessions. This means that after 3 practice sessions, a team will have 7 sets of tires left for qualifying and the race. Here's the interesting part. If a driver performs well in qualifying, finishes in the top 10, they must give back an extra set of soft tires. So, at the start of the race, the top 10 drivers only have 6 sets of tires to use for the main race. Moreover, these drivers must start the race on the tires they used to set their fastest lap in the second qualifying session, Q2. This makes it crucial whether you use a soft or hard tire to set a good lap time in qualifying. The path to victory is hidden in these details. In the movie, the tires that were saved played a decisive role in the final battle with Lewis Hamilton. Of course, this scene is a direct parallel to the real-life 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Team strategy is always tailored to each race's specific circumstances. The characteristics of the track, the weather, and the car's own quirks are all different, so there is no single perfect universal strategy. Teams usually have several different plans ready, such as Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C. Based on the data collected from the driver during practice, they decide which tires to start with. To secure the fastest lap, they might need to switch to a new set of soft tires early. To gain a position advantage in the race, they might try to get into Q3 with medium tires. To have fewer pit stops or a more flexible strategy, they might use hard tires in Q2 on a high-speed circuit to start the race on the hard compound, which maximizes their resource allocation. The more you understand about racing, the more you'll appreciate the fun tire strategy. As we've said, the real-world settings serve the film's plot, not the other way around. The movie, in a way, condenses 70 years of racing history into 150 minutes and presents it in an entertaining way. I can confidently say that no one, whether a film fan or an F1 fan, can claim to know more about F1 racing than the film's producers and executive producer, the 7-time F1 world champion Lewis Hamilton. So don't be a stickler for details. Just enjoy the fun and excitement of the movie itself. After all, if a green Ferrari can get on the podium, anything is possible, right?